I see the future, my life in a temporal glitch. Apparently, I don't just cross streets, I cross dimensions too. Why wait for life to flash before your eyes when you can watch it on a 1-second delay?
Dawn, where whispers of futures are quietly drawn. A step ahead, yet move.
Normal people fear getting hit by a car. I fear watching it happen twice. Temporal illusions and time perception.
Chronostasis. This is a temporal illusion where a brief period is perceived as longer than it actually is. A common example is the stopped clock illusion, where the second hand of a clock appears to freeze momentarily when you first look at it. This occurs because the brain extends the initial perception to create a seamless experience. Reversal of temporal order. Judgments. Under certain conditions, individuals may perceive events in reverse order. Experiments have shown that sensory simultaneity judgments can be manipulated by repeated exposure to non-simultaneous stimuli, leading to the perception that an effect precedes its cause. My crossing guard would have quit if they knew I was time skipping. What if you could glimpse the future, just seconds ahead? Not in dreams or visions, but in real time. What if reality, as you know it, wasn't as linear as it seems? This isn't science fiction. This is my life. Pedestrians yield to cars. I yield to parallel timelines. Every step I take feels like a spoiler alert for my own life. I've lived my life haunted by fleeting moments where the future feels misaligned, where I see events before they unfold, as if reality stutters and lets me peek behind the curtain. This phenomenon has left me questioning everything I know about time, perception, and even myself. Crosswalks? More like crossroads of time and reality.
An architect of my own prophecy. The future haunts, it won't let go.
Seeing myself cross the street before I actually do it? Now that's multitasking. Neurological conditions.
Gift is a doomed alibi. The lines of time.
Alice in Wonderland syndrome, AIWS. This neurological condition affects perception, causing distortions in the size, distance, or shape of objects, and can also alter the sense of time. Individuals might feel that time is passing unusually slowly or quickly. Dyschronometria. Associated with cerebellar dysfunction, this condition impairs an individual's ability to perceive time accurately, leading to difficulties in estimating the passage of time. The scariest part of crossing the street isn't traffic, it's déjà vu on steroids. Imagine this, you're crossing the street, but as you step off the curb, you see it happen before it actually does. Your foot hitting the ground, a car passing, the breeze on your skin. You experience it twice, first as a fleeting preview, then in real time. For me, this isn't just a thought or a hunch. It's vivid, undeniable, and it happens more often than I can explain. I look both ways, then 1 second ahead, just to be sure.
I walk the line between night and dawn, where whispers of futures are quietly drawn. A step ahead, yet
When I cross the street, it's less Frogger and more Quantum Leap. Science offers a possible explanation: predictive coding. Our brains are incredibly powerful prediction machines, constantly simulating the future to prepare us for what's next. But what if, in rare cases, those predictions are so precise they feel like precognition? Could my brain be working overtime, piecing together patterns I'm not consciously aware of? I've got eyes in the back of my head and 1 second in the future.
I see tomorrow before it's here. A fractured dream.
They say life is a journey, not a destination. Mine just gets previewed first. Psychological factors. Anxiety and hypervigilance. Heightened states of anxiety can lead to increased alertness and a skewed perception of time, where moments may feel extended and future events are anticipated more vividly.
Braces slips through my hands, a ticking clock in shifting sands. The echo
Temporal illusions in decision-making. Studies have shown that our perception of time can be distorted by cognitive biases, affecting how we anticipate and interpret future events. Watching myself cross a street twice is less thrilling and more unsettling. Then there was the night of the Jeep. My friends and I were driving to a party by a lake, the road dusty and winding. Up ahead, out of sight, our friends were in another car, a Jeep, heading to the same destination. Suddenly, I said it, almost involuntarily. What if the vehicle ahead of us crashed, right now? The car went silent. Moments later, as we rounded a bend, we saw it. The Jeep, tipped on its side in a ditch. Next time I'll keep my mouth shut. Apparently, my words double as a cursed prophecy. The driver turned to me, pale, and said, "Don't ever do that again." The timing, the accuracy, it was too perfect to dismiss as coincidence. Temporal perception and illusions. Calling the crash was creepy enough, but the real horror was realizing I didn't even need insurance to predict it. Neurologists study how our brains perceive time, and sometimes the system glitches. Chronostasis, for example, is a phenomenon where the brain stretches time, making brief moments feel longer. There's also temporal misalignment, where sensory information reaches the brain at different speeds, creating the illusion of seeing events out of order. Could my experience of the Jeep have been some kind of temporal distortion, or was it something more? Precognitive experiences. Research and controversy. While some studies have explored the possibility of precognition, the scientific community remains divided due to challenges in replicating findings and the lack of a plausible mechanism. Psychological interpretations. What appears as precognition may often be attributed to subconscious processing, where the brain picks up on subtle cues and patterns, leading to a sense of predicting future events. The quantum perspective. Then there's the quantum perspective. The idea that time isn't linear, but exists as a block where past, present, and future coexist. Physicists theorize that reality might be more like a tapestry, where all events are interwoven, and we're simply moving through it. If that's true, could I have somehow tuned into another part of the tapestry? Another timeline? Even briefly? Additional theories. Turns out my brain's not broken. It's just running the beta version of reality. There are more theories to consider. Some neurologists suggest it could be a temporal processing glitch, where the brain processes sensory inputs at different speeds. This mismatch might create the sensation of living moments ahead of time. Others link this to déjà vu, where the brain misinterprets current events as something already experienced, though in my case, it feels like I'm projecting rather than recalling. Great, so either I'm a glitch in the universe or the universe is glitching me. Either way, no refund policy. From the quantum realm, there's the idea of a superposition, where all potential futures exist simultaneously. Could I be aligning intuitively with one of these outcomes? Or perhaps my experience reflects a time perception anomaly, hinting at a subconscious connection to the flow of time. Mental health considerations. Hallucinations and delusions. Certain psychiatric conditions can lead to perceptual disturbances, where individuals might experience visions or sensations that feel real but are not grounded in actual events. Consulting a professional. If these experiences are frequent, distressing, or impacting daily life, seeking evaluation from a mental health professional can help determine if there's an underlying condition that needs attention. Personal reflection.
It's not existential dread if you see it coming, right? Asking for a future me. These moments leave me questioning everything. Is it chance? A trick of the mind? Or something more profound? Whatever it is, it feels like I'm caught between worlds, one foot in the present and one in the future. And honestly, it's as thrilling as it is unsettling. Conclusion and call to action. The experience of perceiving future events in rapid succession could stem from a complex interplay of neurological, psychological, and perceptual factors. While temporal illusions and heightened cognitive states can create such sensations, it's crucial to approach this phenomenon with an open mind and consider consulting healthcare professionals for a comprehensive evaluation. Subscribe now, because if I'm predicting your future, it definitely involves clicking that button. So what do you think? Is it science, a glitch in the matrix, or something we can't yet explain? If you've ever had moments like these, share your story in the comments. Let's uncover the mysteries of time together. Subscribe for more explorations into the unknown. Hit subscribe, because if I've already seen your future, you're going to love what's coming next. Funny thing about seeing the future, sometimes it looks back at you.